Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Rockin' Reaction Rollers, where we react to music that we grew up with from the 60s to the 90s. And my name is Tammy. It's Thursday night, so we're going to be playing just two songs tonight off of your guys' request. And so we don't have many. If I don't know how many that I'm going to still play off of the last list. There may be two other than this one. I think I'm just going to flow in tomorrow night's new list in with the older list. We're sure getting a lot of requests in. A lot of them, guys, I'm not going to be able to play. They're over the limit, or there's something about them that I won't play. You're too late getting your request in, or there were several reasons for it, and we got a long list again. And so I know there were a lot of kind of unhappy people at the end, towards the end of this list, and some of the music that we were playing. And I noticed on this request we're getting the same stuff again. So what I'm going to try to do this time is just flow everything in together. So you might get one good song you really like and then one that you may not like. And we'll just have to do it like that for a while because, you know, some of these upper 90s songs are a little too popish, and for me too. But that's the channel that we are on, and you guys can make a request. Couple other things I wanted to say. I know I've been doing some checking in on the view counts and some stuff like that. I really haven't gotten any information yet back on that. If there's something that I have marked on the channel or something that's keeping or that's causing the views to go up and down, I don't see anything like that that I have been able to do other than the messages I have gotten back from YouTube about it. But I did find something today on the comments. I know there's been a few of you that says I'm not going to comment anymore because I come back and my comments not on the underneath the video anymore. And I don't think that happens on my end. I think I can still read them because those that were kind of complaining about that, I did see your comments. So I don't know if it's just something you lose on your end, and there is a way you can go out there and change a couple things on your phones or your laptops in YouTube, so that you can't, your comments will be sure to be there, unless it's something you said inappropriate or something like that that YouTube would take you down for. But there was also something I could do on my end. I had it to where I didn't have it checked to where all comments would come in. I don't know what it said. I don't know what the second one was, and it just that they could weed. I'd give them permission to weed out the inappropriateness or whatever, but I don't think anybody was being inappropriate. Maybe your comments were too long or something. I don't know. But anyway, I've got that changed now to where I should be able to handle all comments. So you guys let me know if you're not seeing them. Now, I've had a few off the request list send me emails saying that that happened to them on the request video. Okay, and I think I've answered you all back. I did get you on the list because I do understand, but there were some of you that tried to slide one in today, and last night at midnight was the cutoff date. So I'm sorry, but they won't be played this time. So with all that said, I know I'm talking too much. We're just going to get on with the night. The first one we're going to play is for YouTuber Wayne, and Wayne's from Australia. He's our friend from Australia. He wants to go back to 1978, and he wants to hear the song called Because the Night by Patti Smith. Now, I learned something here. I always thought that Patti Smith and Patti Smythe were the same person, but they're not. I thought they just, some people said it with an I and some said Smythe, and that it was the same girl. But no, this is actually Patti Smith, the song we're going to hear. And I just want to say something about the lyrics before we play the song, and we'll talk about Patti Smith after the song. But these lyrics, this song is about a passionate connection and intimacy between two lovers, especially in the context of a long-distance relationship. So anyway, we're just going to get to the song now. We're doing the 1978 Because the Night by Patti Smith for Wayne.
Take me now, baby, here as I am. Pull me close, try and understand. Desire is hunger, is the fire I breathe. Love is a banquet on which we feed. Come on now, try and understand the way I feel when I'm in your I doubt when I'm alone. Love is the ring, the telephone. Love is an angel disguised as lust. Here in our bed until the morning comes. Come on now, try and understand the way I feel under your command. Take my hand as the sun descends. We can touch you now, can touch you now, can touch you now. Because tonight belongs to love. Because tonight belongs to life. Because tonight belongs to love. Because tonight belongs to us.
Oh, I'm going to stop this song real quick. Yeah, I can remember this song back in the day, and I think, maybe we're giving the people that are requesting these songs in the upper 90s a hard time a little bit, because this probably would have been a song that I don't remember really liking back in the day. But when I hear it now, it is an iconic song, and I think some of these upper later 90s songs that I've never heard before, when I do hear them, if they'd been something I'd heard before and go back and heard quite a bit and go back and listen to them later, I might have thought a lot more of the songs. And I think that's where the people requesting the little popish tunes are coming from, because these are songs that meant something to them back in their fun days. So anyway, we are doing the 1978 Because the Night by Patti Smith, and this is a request for Wayne, and so we're going to get back to it. Great song, no? Wow, it was good hearing that song. Like I said, back in the day, it probably wasn't one that I was really into, but listening back to it now, I do really like the song, and I did like it back then. And I didn't know that Patti Smith sang it, but I thought Patti Smith was Patti Smythe, and I do like Patti Smythe's music. So I do like Patti Smith too. And there are two different people, if you're like me and didn't know that. But we're going to read about Patti Smith. Patricia Lee Smith is an American singer, songwriter, poet, painter, photographer, and author who emerged in the 1970s as a key figure in the New York punk rock scene. Known for fusing rock and poetry, Smith's intellectual and uncompromising songwriting earned to the title of punk rock's later in 1975 on her debut album called Horses, produced by John Cale, and her 1978 collaboration with Bruce Springsteen, Because the Night, are among her best known works. Okay, it's hard to read that a little bit. But yeah, so now I know there's a Patti Smith too, and that's great. But before we go tonight, there's something been on my mind. Chris, if you're out there, Chris Loves Sia, YouTuber Chris Loves Sia, will you send me an email at tamcox60@gmail.com, please? And if I talk too fast, it's right underneath the video too. But if you could send me a request, just a quick email. I need to send something back to you, and I don't know how to get a hold of you other than to have you email me first. So anyway, guys, we're going to go for now. Be sure to come back for one more song. Thanks thanks, Wayne, for this request. It was a good one. And so we're going to go. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you like it. Hope you guys that all requested are subscribers, because I'll catch you tomorrow. I'm going to go out and do some checking. So anyway, be sure to tune back in here in just a little bit. And I'm going to go for now. Peace out.